All right, all right, all right. We're oh, rookie move. Rookie move. All right, guys, we're playing some more Vampire. This is our second stream. Yesterday was a short stream. Today might also be a short stream. But look, I got a job. You know, I'm working the night shift, hard mode, Act 1. Oh. Imagine if I... Ooh, I got the chills. Imagine if I erase that. Continue. 6 citizens can be healed with the appropriate treatment. A healthy citizen contributes to raising the health status of the district they belong to. So I'm actually a doctor. Did they just tell me to hurry up? Standard bullet for a revolver. Oh, okay. Oh, no, 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 no. Get off of this. Get off of this. I'm a vampire. Okay, let's go answer the door. Wait, what's this? Wait, you weren't even at my door. You're yelling from across the room?
Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis,
Okay.
you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
This room is off limits.
What type of hospital are you running?
I didn't
No
mean...
antiseptics?
You have been away too long, Doctor. With the war and now this epidemic, supplies have been running scarce for months now.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem. We had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need
She
to go
looks
in
so
the back
disgusted
door
with
because
me.
it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key.
For sanitary.
It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank you, nurse.
Can I talk to her more?
Yes, Doctor?
Don't you ever rest?
Why then do you always work the nights? Don't you ever sleep?
At the Pembroke, we're always hands on deck.
Lack of sleep and the medical profession always ends in disaster. I've witnessed many a colleague succumb to stimulants to fight exhaustion. Drugs were as deadly as bullets in the trenches.
London's trenches start here at Pembroke Hospital. We are on the front line, make no mistake.
Your dedication to the Pembroke does you credit, Nurse Crane, but when do you sleep?
We staff get our sleep when we can, Doctor. Nursing is a vocation, not the labor of a journeyman.
Goodbye.
That's all for now, Nurse Crane, thank you.
What does her blood look like? Who's on there? I don't know that person. I don't know that person. I don't know that person. I don't know that person or that person. You know that person? Okay. What the heck? There's so many people. Okay, I don't see anybody upstairs. We're gonna meet these people.
The pain.
Hmm.
It's there again.
They're,
Good evening, miss.
I was gonna say they're villains,
I'm
but they're
Dr.
just
Reed, the new
patients.
surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
Mortal.
I beg your pardon.
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
Goodbye.
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
Oh, she's living in 2024 for sure.
Please, describe to me how you feel. What is it like to be a vampire?
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of postulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
She's
I
not a
see.
vampire.
Have you ever heard of Cotard syndrome, Miss Howcroft?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul, or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and petty mortal. You can't even begin to understand the concept of immortality. And you think
Can I?
it is I who am delusional.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here. Am I right, Miss Howcroft?
It's only a cover. To hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want. As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
Who are these enemies you mentioned? Can you describe them?
I cannot say for sure. But I sense their eyes on me from nearby. I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
Garden near the.
The staff here are not your enemy. They're here to help you, to care for you.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me. For I am a vampire.
I see. Don't worry. These people will not find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal. But do not interfere with them, for you are no match for those that hunt me.
New investigation, wrong target. A new citizen investigation is available. Press to open up. Okay. Citizen investigations are displayed here, categorized by districts. You can start a new citizen quest by tracking it with X and X, then access to your map to locate the area to explore. Midnight in the garden of good and evil. Wrong target. Well, I'm tracking this one.
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal? What do you require? Proof of my powers?
I'm curious to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
It was such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see?
Okay, that was it. I still need more hands. Okay.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
I wish I could be sick
To
again.
nocturnal.
Feel my blood boil with fever.
Bruh, doesn't he just look like a vampire to everybody?
Damn.
Oh wait, let's see. Let's see, how does her blood quality, details. Okay, she has a small circle. She has somebody in her social circle. She has 2 more hints that are locked. Fatigue. Oh, she's up here. Okay. Let's talk to this guy.
Good evening, sir. Can I
Oh,
help
he
you?
doesn't look
Unless
too
you're
good.
here to fix my face. No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off. But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you precisely why you're a patient here?
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work. It just hurts under The scars, if you get my drift.
Who is treating you? Is someone in particular looking after your case?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me. Started to think I was forgotten about. Wouldn't blame you.
You don't seem worried by that.
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry. I've learned it's easier not to speak. But be assured I'm smiling inside.
All right. Can I do
Can I
anything?
do anything for your pain?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills. No effect. Told you. It's like the flames are under my skin, burning away.
This dude might actually be a vampire. Just kidding. I didn't get any. Oh yeah, I did. Did you serve for long?
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all this shit.
No offense. I was pushing too much. I served in France myself.
Oh damn, I didn't see this side of his
I just
face.
wanted to know
I seen
what
this side and he was normal,
were an
like he was
officer,
crying about
weren't
nothing.
you?
But this side is
Then I doubt we fought
Bruh.
the same war, sir. No offense.
no offense.
How close are you to Miss Horcroft? Are you aware that she thinks she is a vampire?
To wait for her next nibble is the best reason to stay here. Every time she approaches my bed, she treats me like something tasty. A normal
Bruh.
person.
Aren't you afraid? She may hurt you if the game goes too far.
She's quite harmless, I can assure you. Her head's broken inside is all. While I'm busted on the outside. But she's still beautiful. Living proof that there's hope for me.
You let her bite you? She's mentally disturbed, sir.
So do you let her bite you? You know that's not sanitary.
And why not? She's only supping a few drops of my blood. And the pain, it's real for once.
She could decide to bite less willing patients.
Then it's another good reason for me to stay here, Doctor.
Fair.
You do realize she's mentally disturbed. It's called the Cotard syndrome. She truly believes she's a vampire.
In her madness, she never refers to my scars. And frankly, if I could, I'd join her world. It seems much more fun than the real one.
Dang. That's tough. Did I already do all these? Okay.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Fear and disgust on every street.
His blood is healthy and his circle is Thelma. Oh my gosh, that's what his face looks like. Dang. Dude, the war did him bad.
But the suffering continues.
Hey, Thelma.
Good evening.
I learned
Miss
some
Howard.
stuff about you.
How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
Go drink some of that dude over there. Tell me about Thomas Elwood. Are you drinking his blood?
Tell me, Thelma, why do you feel so attached to Mr. Elwood? Why him?
I'm not sure, Doctor. I think we have a bond of some sort.
They're in love.
We've both suffered so much. He's the only mortal I find interesting.
You plan to make him a vampire?
Do you plan to make him a vampire too?
Of course not. How could I inflict my curse on anybody else? I'm not that cruel, Doctor.
Okay.
Would you say you and Mr. Elwood are romantically involved?
No. No, Thomas is a delicate soul. Even though he disguises it. But I am not the woman he needs. No, for I am a vampire, Doctor.
I think he likes you.
I'll
Bye.
leave you, Mistress of the Dark.
To your nocturnal activities.
I wonder what your last thoughts would be, sir.
Daily routine.
Have I talked to this guy? Oh, that's Sean. Oh, he's looking good. This person's dead or what? Oh, you're not dead. You just, is that blood? Okay, Dorothy. There's no place like home. Oh my gosh. How do I get to that person? Who are you? Dorothy? Unknown.
A giant morgue disguised as a hospital.
Giant
Good evening,
disguised as
nurse.
a hospital.
Good evening, Doctor. I
that
don't
this
think
place?
we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And
People
I'm
Hawkins.
Dr. Jonathan Reed.
People
Dr.
Hawkins.
Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever. Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic was worse? What if in the end, nobody was spared?
Bro, that's how he felt about COVID. Get a
You
grip.
must get a hold of yourself.
Get a grip, Pippa.
Sorry, I'm exhausted. No one has any idea when this epidemic will be over.
Playing this game. When did this game come out? Dang, the Lakers brought it back only to lose by that much. Wild. Alright, Vampyr. When did it release? It released in... What, they're releasing an upcoming game? Hunt Ghost as... Oh my gosh, February 13th? I think the people who made this are releasing a new game, but I'm not sure. You hunt ghosts as two memorable characters in a story-driven action RPG where your decisions carry dramatic consequences, torn between honoring your oath. Dude, I might actually get that game. Okay, this game came out in... Bro, does it not have... Does it not have... I'm looking on Steam to see if it had like a thing. Okay, so I'm not gonna look on Steam. Vampire video game. Okay, it released on June 5th, 2018. So, June 5th, 2018, they released this game. Then in 2019, like around November or October, COVID started to spread throughout. It was like, what, October, November, December-ish? It started to spread throughout China. And then 2020, it started spreading throughout the world. And everything that they're saying in this game reminds me of COVID so much. Like, they're like, no one knows when this epidemic or when this pandemic will end. We're running out of supplies. Everyone is scared. Everyone is staying inside. You know, like, everything that they're mentioning about the Spanish flu, like, it hits home with COVID. Like, the fact that you can play this game after COVID and it released before COVID, and you're just like, bro, this was our life for a little bit, you know? Like, they're like, we don't have supplies here at the hospital. We don't have beds. We had to use the morgue as a storage. Like, obviously, they didn't have to use morgue as a storage space, I don't think, in COVID times, right? Because we have a lot more space, but they were running out of supplies. They were overloaded in the hospitals. Like, it's really like, it's kind of one-to-one.
How is the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual, especially concerning doctors.
Milton's a gun smuggler. Why is Milton so grumpy?
Why is Milton grumpy on a daily basis? Is it just an act?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
Milton Hooks, new hint available, so I can talk to his
Why does
grumpy.
Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned, Milton is not the chatty type.
That was it? You just want me to ask him? How long have you been a
How
nurse
long have you been a nurse?
Well, long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how
Okay, you're really negative.
Don't tell me you'll change that.
I'll change that. You would be surprised. I'm a vampire. Change your attitude.
I don't like your attitude, Nurse Hawkins. Pessimism can be as lethal as the epidemic in times like these.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
Okay. It's okay.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
I need you to not be that negative again, okay? Bruh, is she like trying to freaking drink his blood in front of me? What are you guys doing? Nurse? Subdue them. Oh, I can't get into
I
this room.
cannot enter.
That person seems so interesting back there. Wait. Can we talk to Sean about anything new?
Good evening, Mr. Hampton. How do you feel?
Dr. Reed, is it? Oh, sir, I must apologize for my behavior.
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion made me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief. Now all I need to do is rest and return to my flock.
To my flock.
How did you end up in William Bishop's den?
I had received alarming news about his recent behavior.
Alarming.
I went to his place and he refused
Alarming
to let me go.
news. You're a hero or a fool?
Why did he abduct you?
William was an alcoholic. His addiction suddenly changed to blood. I don't know why. Just like a patient I met here. This Miss Hawcroft.
Oh my gosh.
You dared to enter this awful place alone. You're a hero, Mr. Hampton. Or a fool.
I'm just a man trying to help his friends, Dr. Reed. William Bishop was a conflicted soul, searching for light.
About Tom Watts.
Do you know Tom Watts? The bartender from the Turtle. I met him before I found you in the canning factory.
Tom? Yes, of course. Always the helping hand, good old Tom. Without men like him, corruption and despair would have wiped out the East End long ago.
Despair?
People are still in despair.
How could it be otherwise? The authorities have left us all to rot in this contagious nightmare.
The authorities.
No drugs, no advice, nothing. It's a damn shame.
Who should I avoid in this part of town, then? Any particularly evil figures?
Not really. Most men and women are just doing their best. And it's not my habit to speak ill of people I know, Doctor.
What is the general situation in the East End docks?
The situation has always been tough, with a lot of tensions between the gangs and the Dockers Trade Union. The Wet Boot Boys are very nervous since they lost their leader.
Who leads the gang now?
Who leads the gang now?
Since Clay Cox went missing, it's his wife Edwina who runs the show, with the assistance of her minion, Booth Digby.
Clay Cox.
Has the gang been threatening you?
Ah, no. I've had this nickname for so long, you know, the sad saint of the East End. No one dares to bug a saint, not even criminals.
Vampires do, though. Oh, Clay. He's the person who I let live.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Hampton? I can't help but notice the cross around your neck.
I manage a night asylum for the poor and homeless of the docks, and I try to guide the lost and hesitant on the right path to our Lord.
Are you a priest, Mr. Hampton? A deacon, maybe?
Not at all, Doctor. I'm just a man of faith willing to preach the good word.
Why didn't you use your cross against William Bishop? To repel him somehow?
That's a very strange question, Doctor. A cross is no magical token, if that's what you were trying to say. Not mine, anyway.
How do you feel, Mr. Hampton? Medically speaking, I mean.
I feel exhausted. Beyond exhaustion, actually. William drank so much of my blood in his madness. I feel empty.
You're in good hands here. Dr. Swansea is well versed in blood transfusion, and I'm sure he'll take the best care of you.
Thank you, sir. I believe all I need is rest. And then I can go back to the people who need me.
Have you made friends since you arrived?
Not really, but I recognize Miss Harriet Jones. I knew her when she lived by the docks. That poor woman had such a miserable life.
You never came to see her here at Pembroke? Receiving visits when sick can be an important part of the healing process, you know. We're not just bodies.
You're preaching to the converted now, Doctor. To be truly honest, I thought she was dead. She left the docks many months ago.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton. We'll talk again later.
The giant morgue disguised as a hospital. That's Pembroke nowadays.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed? Yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansea's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please feel free to tell me.
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice. The benefit of his position. But I don't agree with it.
I know we've never met before, but I believe this hospital could use all the help it can get. You will agree with that, I'm sure.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reed. Of course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
There is no need for such animosity between us. Don't you think the epidemic is already enough to deal with?
That is one point we could agree on. And that is precisely why I want to be sure that you will be of help to this hospital instead of a burden.
Since your tenure in this hospital is longer than mine, perhaps you can tell me more about this place.
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness around me. I have always respected the skills of Dr. Swansea, but over time his enthusiasm has become displaced.
Carelessness? Exactly what are you talking about?
We're here to save lives. The people who trust us are not volunteering for experimentation. They're here to be healed.
I don't intend to run any radical experiments, Doctor. Even if I, as any good practitioner should, express an interest in pushing the boundaries of medical research.
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reed, but your motive. Is it money, fame, or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
This is ridiculous. My blood transfusion technique saved many lives, and you know it.
You see? That is exactly what I hate about people like you. You avoid this kind of accusation instead of facing reality.
It seems you have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree on something, Dr. Ackroyd. Thank you for your time.
Goodbye.
We'll talk later.
I don't want to talk to him again. Maybe this doctor likes me a little more.
Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
That's right, that's how I'm supposed to
And
be
you are-
respected.
I am Thoreau Strickland. Dr.
Thoreau
Thoreau
Strickland.
Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
I appreciate that.
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
Do you need help with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time. You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True, true. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me. I am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
This guy is just a freaking...
It's always a pleasure to share scientific and medical knowledge with someone eager to learn. I'll be glad to help you if I
This
can.
guy's a little weird.
This epidemic may be the century's most terrible
He's a
disaster,
huge fan.
but I'm convinced that we, as doctors, are the only ones able to defeat it.
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
Yes.
What do you think of Dr. Ackroyd's aversion to modern medical methods?
It's a shame he's so narrow-minded. Dr. Swansea taught me that science is about exploring uncharted territory. I'm convinced that's true.
With the influenza and all that's going on, you should put your differences aside, don't you think? Why is it so difficult to work together?
I believe that if Dr. Ackroyd had been the one to discover the transfusion process, he would be the first to recommend its use.
So you believe it's just a question of jealousy and pride?
Dr. Ackroyd is as proud as he is blinded by his obsolete concept of medical science.
Yikes. Okay, thank you.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland. Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And
Did I
good
ever-
evening to you, Dr. Reed.
Did you ever
Can I
ask
be of
him
any help?
about any personal questions? About your blood transfusion
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him? Or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
Okay.
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father, ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree. But that does not excuse Dr. Aykroyd's behavior, a man who did not even take time to converse with his patient.
Do you think keeping his distance was a mistake?
All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings with desires, hopes, and fears. Not some biological machine comprised of blood, bones, and flesh.
Okay. Thank you.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Are you Harvey?
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Probably or properly?
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Fiddick.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter. And a good one, too. But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reed.
Are you satisfied with your treatment here?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness.
True.
But you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about it. I'm afraid we are.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reed? I have the feeling you're very capable. And your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances, you would be right. But for now, I don't think I can take on the responsibility. My apologies. Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Aykroyd. They both want the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is, I disagreed about wooden nails, not flesh and bones.
Tell me about your injury, Harvey. Why do you feel so guilty about it?
My wife died because of me. And now I may lose everything because I've been careless enough to hurt myself. What an arsehole.
How could your job be responsible for your wife's death?
I was working a double. She went out to bring me a hot meal and got caught in a German bomb raid.
You can't hold yourself responsible for your injury, Mr. Fiddick. Unless you tried to hurt yourself.
Of course I didn't hurt myself. But I can't work until my arm is fixed. My children need to eat, Doctor.
Tell me more about the death of your wife, Harvey.
1915. I was in the army. Building workshops for the Royal Flying Corps. Helen was happy I wasn't sent to the front.
What happened?
The Germans sent Zeppelins to bomb the construction site, but they missed their target. My wife was bringing my dinner when the bombs fell.
I'm sorry for your loss. So many died during the bombings. I served in France and witnessed the carnage there.
I would like to say that she didn't suffer. Truth is, I have no idea. I just know that I'm all that me kids have. Poor little bleeders.
How are your children after losing their mother?
They were smaller then. The only good thing about this is my Helen didn't bring them with her that night.
Is there anything else that's bothering you? Can I help in any way?
I'm all right. Considering the state of this place, I should consider myself lucky, I guess.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Helen. As for me, what a blundering idiot. I will not let you down, my boy.
I'm alright. Don't waste your time with me.
I'm so tired. Will this shift never end?
My sweet girl. Reads me like a book. I never could keep anything from her.
This hospital seems to be falling apart. But in the circumstances, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the
You
doubt.
always knew the words to calm the children, Helen. As for me, what a blundering idiot. I will not let you down, my boy.
I can see myself in the mirror. Unfinished letter. My dear children, sorry I did not write to you before, but it hurts like hell just to write these few words on bloody paper. Don't worry, Daddy will go out of the hospital as soon as the doctors fix his arm. In the meantime, if you need something, go see Mr. Chadwick at the construction site and tell him you are Harvey Fiddick's children. You remember Robert Chadwick, the big guy with the mustache who helped me repair the house doors last spring? Go see him and ask him for a few bob. He won't refuse to spare you a few. I'm sorry I can't work anymore for now, but we'll figure out something as soon as I'm out. Don't worry. Everything will be fine as soon as Daddy's arm is strong again. As soon as the doctors have fixed my arm,
Nani?
What's up? What's up? Thank you for the follow. I followed you right now too. Dude, freaking. How's it going?
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Any news about my operation?
Right now I'm playing Vampyr. It's a pretty cool game. Came out in 2018. My first playthrough. It right now, like the stuff that's going on, because I'm a doctor. Good. That's good. That's good. Like I'm a doctor who's also a vampire, and it's during the Spanish flu. It's about being a vampire or something. I barely started, so like I'm in like the first chapter or second chapter, but it's about a vampire or a guy who became a vampire, and he's trying to figure out how this happened to him. You know, my character, not like the other people, but my character. And like I'm a doctor too, so I could like heal patients, or well, I have to like kind of take care of patients and stuff like that. Let's see, do I have where did my hint come from? Oh, there's my hint. And so right now I'm just asking questions, kind of trying to figure out who these people are and see if I could help them. One cool thing about this game, oh yeah, but like I was saying before I get to that, this game came out in 2018. So it came out before COVID, but it's in the time period of the Spanish flu, and so much stuff that they say in this game is reminiscent of COVID. Like they'll be like, "Oh, the hospitals are full. We don't have space for any more patients," or "We don't have any more supplies for the patients," or "People are dying left and right. No one knows when this epidemic will end." And it's like all stuff that like just flashbacks to COVID, you know. But something that's really cool about this game is that you could go through and you could like power yourself up by feeding on humans, right? Drinking their blood, killing them, kind of, right? Or actually, yeah, killing them. Or you could control yourself and you won't level up as fast. You won't get all the like super abilities, but you don't have to actually drink the blood of people, which is pretty cool. And that's the way I'm trying to play right now. I'm trying to play as a person who will not drink the blood of others unless it's like forced on me by a mission.
You seem worried about the safety of your family. And it's obviously the reason why your wound troubles you so much.
I cannot give up on my children now. They both need me living.
What about their mother, if I may ask?
She died in 1915 during one of the first Zeppelin raids. We never found her body.
That was the
Goodbye
last
for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
Really?
Knew the words to calm the children, Helen. As for me,
What's up, John? How's it going? And yeah, I know, I gotta make more YouTube shorts. Yeah, dude, this game is sick. So this is one of the things that I actually like about streaming, is that literally I'm playing games that I've been wanting to play. I have over 500 games on my PC. Like, all of them, they're not all games I want to play, but some of them are games that I want to play. Like this game right here, I actually want to play, you know, and I've never played it. I was just like, I'll get to it. But now that I'm streaming more, I'm just streaming games I want to play. I literally beat Unknown. I could talk to this person. Unknown. I literally beat Super Mario 64 for the first time ever, like last week. 120 stars because I was streaming it. Alright, I'll talk to you. Don't waste your time. Don't waste my time with you.
I'm Dr. Reed. Can I help at all?
No,
Really? Why are you here then?
I don't want to talk. My
Why is she
throat
here? Why
hurts
is she
too
joining this
much.
conversation?
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
How painful is your throat? I need
How
hints for the
painful
other
is your throat, Mr.
conversation.
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I'm sure you realize a doctor and his patient have to communicate, sir. Would it help if I gave you some paper and a pen?
Not really.
I see. Then maybe it's not just your
This
throat
dude don't
that
wanna
hurts,
talk.
Mr. Goswick. Perhaps your sore throat is just the consequence of something more hurtful.
Yes, maybe. But I don't want to talk or even write about it now.
What? Why is it still?
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So
I only
painful I'd
clicked that a
rather not
lot.
talk at all,
I mean, I only click that again. I'll let you get some rest.
I'll let you get some rest then.
I'm alright.
I'm gonna talk to you again right
Waste your
now,
time
but I'm gonna
with
talk to this person first.
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
Oh,
I'm
is that
Dr.
your son?
Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
Can you tell me about
What
yourself?
can you tell me about yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Not much to say. Just take care of my Mortimer and I'll cover all the expenses. That's all that matters.
Are you that rich? What? Give me the
I'm
money.
Really that rich? Most of the patients here are of a more humble origin, if I may say so.
Yes, thanks to my husband. May he rest in peace. I can cover any needed medical expenses.
Dang. Well, I'm glad she cares for her son.
May I ask if you have an occupation, Mrs. Goswick?
I'm a teacher by profession. I teach young women who are more ambitious about their futures than their families.
Okay, okay.
What do you
Feminist.
think of your reception here? Any complaints?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived. But we had no other choice, considering the state of emergency.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
Probably Miller.
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
She charged you?
She charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question, considering the urgency of the situation.
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick. Be sure that I'll talk to the people involved.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reed. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
That's right. I don't have any words.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
We're gonna talk to the dude again. To her son. Hey, boy. Your mom gave
Good
me all the
evening,
money
Mr.
to save you.
Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Why did your mother have you hospitalized here? She seems convinced this is a bad hospital.
My mother just wants the best for me. She won't rest while I'm here. She'd go all the way to hell and back to help me.
Is your mother bothering you?
Pembroke Hospital may look unorthodox, but rest assured you're in good hands here.
It's not me you have to convince, Dr. Reed. It's my mother.
Is your mother bothering you? As your doctor, I can ask her to leave you alone if you would prefer.
That's tempting, Doctor. But you have no idea what my mother is capable of. She would tie herself to my bed if you asked her to leave.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
Okay, well that got me nowhere.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
How I can talk.
Don't waste your time with me.
Okay, do I know everybody yet? Alright. We gotta go
Thelma
to the morgue.
Howcroft said she was being watched by vampire hunters. Where are they hiding? I should investigate.
I understand you must be very angry about this.
It's locked.
I managed to arrange to have you buried in the same mass grave as your wife. I hope that might help.
Who's he talking to? No relationships? He was literally talking to somebody right now.
I'm sorry you ended up on my plain and cold medical bench, sir. I understand you must be very angry about this unfair situation. I managed to arrange to have you buried in the same mass grave as your wife. I hope that might help.
You just killed somebody? Or either he killed somebody or he's just a doctor. Due to influenza, this hospital can no longer take any patients. Hospital full. Please go home. Please go back home. Nani? Oh my gosh, what is this?
It's locked, all right.
What is this? Bro, why is it like...
You don't mind if I search your pockets, do you, sir?
This
You
dude's a
won't need any of
bad man.
these anyway. I'm not stealing from you, mister. I'm only redistributing your belongings to people who need them more than you. You see, No one has claimed your body, sir. So it would be such a shame to bury you with your valuables.
Right, this is
I will
trash.
not forget you, sir. And I thank you for your generous donation.
Like, I understand, right? Like, if no one... Wait, this side is not locked? Like, I understand if no one is gonna take that stuff, then somebody might as well. How do I get to where he's at?
It's locked, all right.
Wait, he's right there. Oh no, he's not. Is it?
How you, the dead?
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed.
Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague. Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean, you used to be a doctor? Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
Are you afraid or uneasy being surrounded by so many corpses?
Why should I? These bodies are empty vessels. Flesh left to decay. Poof. No soul anymore.
Poof.
All gone.
An interesting point of view. And quite an exotic one, too. Most people fear, or at least have a respect, for dead flesh.
Sir, as a medic during the war, I learned to face my death and the death of others. It's the pain we have to tame, not death itself.
Yeah, he gave
How
us a
did you
hint.
get this job?
After I left the army, I worked as an undertaker down by the docks. A dangerous place with many an unpleasant business there. Milton Hooks helped me get a job here.
Have we met before?
I don't think so, sir. Why?
When we first talked, you said you were glad to meet me since I was reported dead.
Funny story, sir. Your sister came here a few nights ago. You were missing, and she was looking for your body. She must be very relieved now.
Bruh, my sister's dead.
Do you work here alone?
Yes, very easy work, sir. All I have to do is watch a few bodies. The situation was very different when the main morgue was still open.
Why watch these bodies?
Why do you have to watch these bodies?
Because these poor fellows have no names. We keep them in case someone comes looking for the missing. Sadly, very rarely happens.
Why close the hospital's main morgue?
It was for sanitary reasons after the beginning of the epidemic. Cadavers had to be moved to the nearest mass grave.
I guess. You steal from the dead. You believe in life after death. You're a
A
pawnbroker?
pawnbroker? I expect you get all types of people here.
Yes, sir. All kind of people. For I sell all kind of goods.
Okay. Who comes here to trade?
Who comes here to trade with you?
Milton?
It's very unhygienic, even unsafe. Diseases can spread. For the customers, for the hospital.
I'm very cautious, sir. I've been a doctor, remember? And all my clients are good people. In fact, I think I only know good people.
What kind of goods?
With the quarantine, it's not always easy to buy things. So I trade, I exchange. Some people sell, some others buy. I like to help.
Since you're not afraid of dying, Do you believe in life after death, Rakesh?
No.
Gosh.
I believe we must do all the good we can while alive. For our time is short, and the obstacles are endless.
Do you think you would enjoy immortality as a concept?
I don't think so. Don't mistake me. I love life, and I'd like to live a long life. But everything has to decay, sir. Even goodwill.
I just realized you said Docpire, like a Doctor Vampire. And I'm upset that I barely realized that's what you meant. So you're ready to die. Goodwill. Goodwill won't last.
So you're ready to die?
No, I am not. I don't fear death, for I won't see it. What troubles me is the pain my death will inflict to those I know.
You're a wise man, Mr. Chidana.
No, Dr. Reed. I am a foolish man. But I like to think otherwise.
Do you really believe goodwill cannot last?
As I said, sir, everything decays. If I was to never die, goodness, I would be bored or worse. And I like to be helpful, sir.
Quite depressing, wouldn't you say?
Yes, but the good news is, we'll all die before losing our humanity, sir.
No, you lost your humanity when you stole from the dead.
How dare you steal from the dead, Rakesh? Is that what your pawnbrokers is really about?
These people are dead, sir. What they possessed could be useful for the living. And I'm sure they would agree if they could speak.
You should show respect for the dead. What about their loved ones who may treasure these items you sell?
The bodies I watch over are the unwanted and undesired, sir. I would never deprive anyone of their family artifacts.
Goodbye, Mr. Chidana.
It never ceases to amaze me how you, the dead, seem peaceful and lost at the same time.
Okay, so we gotta get into the morgue.
It's locked.
Grease? I just took straight up grease.
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
Oh, what the heck? Oh, I don't have any blood power. What the? I have no No way. I stunned him. I stunned him. That's my first time dying in this game. Death counter 1. You have been defeated. Suffering is part of it. Am I gonna wake up in my bed? $45 damage, 99 damage, 65. Wait, if I do that, that has to be my offhand. Okay, here we go. Here we go again. I hear scowl voices. I was gonna go into the morgue. Wait. Oh, it's more this way. I was gonna go into the morgue. Is this window open? Like I could get in there? Interesting. Alright, hear me out, guys. Hear me out. Hear me out. Okay, I was gonna investigate the morgue like I'm supposed to. But, oh, what's this? But then I heard these guys over here. Are they gone? Oh yeah, they're just attacking somebody. Oh, okay. Oh no, that's a bad move. Did you just scream at me? What the heck? Dead. I'm dead. Yo. Okay, I need stamina to attack with this like heavy. Oh, what the heck? Dude? I didn't think you reached me right there. Dude. Photography in a wallet. A photography of a smiling and loving couple. And a few words when it written on the back. Milton and Pippa forever.
So, Mr. Hooks and Nurse Hawkins are an item. Those two have hidden their affections well.
For real. I'm an idiot, dude. I should have dodged it. Oh no. Need more blood. Trash kid. No, for real, I'm trash, dude. Like, I'm not sucking. Oh, hello. Thank you for the lurk, JT. I'm not drinking the blood of these people, so I'm not getting the benefits of being a vampire, you know? So I'm just being like a weak vampire who can't use all of his powers. Appreciate it very much. Alright, I think that's all the scowls in the garden, right? Let's go investigate the morgue. And I can't wait to talk to Pippa and Milton about their relationship in this. It's going down. The old morgue. Bring back the wallet to its owner. Oh yeah, that's Milton's wallet, huh? And Pippa. Wait. It sounds scary in here. Bro, what is this? What is this ambiance? This is not how a morgue should sound. I mean, I guess maybe this is how a morgue should sound, but they nailed it. Like with how creepy the vibe is. What was I looking for in here? Find some ferrous tartrate. Can I unlock it from this side? Oh, I hope it doesn't lock me out. I hope it doesn't lock me out. 2018, I can understand why there's loading screens in between these. Okay, good. It didn't lock me out. Alright. We unlocked the morgue, I think. So now we don't have to go all the way to the back every time. Dude, this place is creepy. Okay, so that's locked.
I cannot enter.
Dude, the audio is creeping me the heck out. Is that it? Shillings? We'll go upstairs in a bit. Let's check these rooms again. Oh, I feel like there's gonna be a fight upstairs. Oh wait, it shows me on the map what I'm looking for. What are you doing in here, buddy? No, I was pressing Y. I was pressing Y, I promise. I was pressing Y. Okay, well at least we started the morgue. Where are the stairs? Wait, what is this? Where does this lead? Nowhere. Have I even been in this room? Okay, that take. Oh yeah, this is the entrance. Okay, bud. I'm gonna stun you. No, that doesn't work.
Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza.
Cigarette case. Yeah, I definitely hear more people in this building. Alcohol.
This key will surely grant me access to the basement.
Nice. What? Oh no 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 no. Swing. Swing. My dude literally pulled out his axe. That's when I knew it was a fight. Shotgun shells. Is this door locked?
It's locked, all right.
Okay, so this one's up here.
Balls of Mars. Fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful.
I know there's a person up here. I could hear him. No? Okay, I lied. We're going to the basement. Oh my god. Where did he teleport to? This game, like, not in all seriousness, you know? But this game is low-key a horror game. Low-key. And I know that mofo is down here. Okay, well, let's look at our weapons real quick. And we definitely gotta level up. Okay, so that does 99 damage, but it takes 30 stamina. 30 stamina, 20 stamina, 10 damage. Or 65 damage, 10 stamina. I mean 20 stamina, 15 stamina, 45. If I use that, then I can also stun. Reload time 15. Fire rate 10. But it doesn't take stamina. Serums. How do I not have any serums? What does this even mean? I could just switch on the fly? Oh no. They're defensive as heck against guns, so it does nothing to them. Okay, where's the other one?
These skulls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not after blood.
No. Wait, I can lock on. No, I don't want to lock onto that thing. Okay. So there's one. Oh my gosh, why are there so many of them? So yeah, this game definitely is easier if I were to drink blood of people. If I were to feed off people, I'd be able to level up faster. And I'd have more ability. Oh my gosh, do you see me? No, you don't see me. Oh wait. I could drink their blood because I'm gonna kill them. Having blood powers as a vampire is amazing. So yeah, I could drink the blood. Okay, I wanna. It's not breaking a rule. I could drink the blood of these abominations, whatever they are, scowls. I could drink the blood of scowls and rats. So that's the way I need to go. So might as well just go. I could have swore when I looked to the left, I mean to the right, they like sat up. Think they're alive? Death report. Office of Pembroke Hospital. Medical examiner. Report of investigation. Decedent. Deceased. Samuel Connor. Race Caucasoid. Sex male. Age 39. Home address unknown. Occupation fisherman. Type of death natural. Probable cause of death fast progressing pneumonia by virus induced pulmonary consolidation. Spanish influenza. Examination attendees Dr. Corcoran Tippett, Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Name and signature of medical examiner Dr. Corcoran Tippett.
Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into this.
Yeah, they don't. Open chest, corner of lips, damaged legs and arms.
The chest was originally open to perform the operation. The sutures are clean, but the chest has been reopened.
Okay, doctor.
Traces of a
he
pinkish foam at the corner of the lips. Some sort of drug overdose, perhaps?
Yes. That was my thoughts too.
Multiple abrasions and scarring on the arms and legs. Old and distinctive injuries of a sailor or a fisherman. A puncture over the left lung, possibly a chest tube insertion. Not the cleanest work, but I think it was successful. Signs of internal bleeding. So, Dr. Tippett's anesthetics were incorrectly dosed, causing the patient's death. And then, he tried to operate on him again. Tippett has made an egregious error. It's time we talked. It's locked.
You just acquired a new type of offhand weapon. Press it and you can press Y to directly absorb blood. Remember how I said that scalpel. That we're gonna drink the blood of scowls and rats.
Tippett has made an egregious error. It's time we talked.
That's it. Okay. So I'll talk to Tippett too. Let's go through this door first. Okay, it just took me. Why would you make that sound? I'm gonna stun him so I can drink his blood. Okay, right now. No. Lock on. I didn't mean to go back into this room. Okay, but this door is locked and they're just breaking down nothing. Okay. It's crazy that they're just in the morgue. I don't notice this. Like, how does no one notice this? Okay, I know in here is gonna be a boss battle. Look at that circle of blood. And it's not even highlighted. John Doe. Oh, I'm guessing he's John Doe because he's dead. Oh my gosh. I'm not ready for this fight. I'm not ready for this fight. What in the world? I don't think I've ever fought a boss. You've been defeated. You are no longer. I don't think I've ever fought a boss that seems so like so randomly OP. Wait, does that mean? Can I drink his blood? I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I was testing out my powers right there, to be honest. I was trying to see if I could just wing it. But no, I gotta be a little bit more strategic. Okay, so we're gonna drink his blood. We're gonna stab him with a knife. Your blood. What the heck, dude? Wait, I needed to get that stuff. Did they give it to them? Wait, is this another guy right behind me? Heck, dude. I for sure hit you. Isn't that the stuff that I was looking for this whole time? Alright. So do I have to investigate this guy again?
Tippett has made an egregious error. It's time we...
I'm just checking because in Batman Arkham Asylum, I had to like go back and do all this stuff over again, you know? There's no way you did that to me, buddy. Okay. So... John Doe. Okay, I wouldn't say he's as OP as I thought he was the first time. He just moves a lot. You just have to pay
These
attention to him.
scowls can be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting.
Bro, John Doe. I mean, he's a pretty OP.
Sodium hypochlorite. Dangerous to administer, but efficient in the proper dosage.
Oh, I wasn't gonna be able to get up these stairs. Okay. I was like, I'm just gonna take this instead of the staircase. But it wouldn't even let me take the staircase, so. Bruh, is there one outside this door? Is there anything else here? Okay, workbench. Let's check out what we can make. Watery rich blood sample. So I could cure people. Nice. Sorry, John Doe. Wait, craft a treatment for fatigue. Did I fuck up, mate? I messed up. Maybe I could find some more of that stuff on the way back. Oh, thank goodness you're alive. I think it might have just helped me right there. And yeah, I do have to evolve. I definitely have to rest today in the game. Well, let's say how much I need. I need 8, but I only have 2. Might as well make it. Bring the medicine to Dorothy, Crane, in the patient's room. Okay. Appreciate you, game, for giving me another chance. Ha ha ha. Wait, who are you? Maybe not. Maybe they just respawn. You guys saw that? Yeah, the blood of citizens, blah blah blah. We're not doing that. Okay, to be fair, we don't even have to fight these guys. We just have to get out. I leave this door right here, right? Yes, I can. I will. We don't have to fight unnecessary battles. Okay, let's find old dude. What's his name? Milton? Our dude Milton's over here, huh? The wanted poster? Do not cough. The hospital's full. There's Tippets. Alright, we're talking to this dude. I got
Good
your,
evening, Milton.
got
Good
your
evening,
picture.
Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet with all the money and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin colour that bothers you?
Not at all, Milton.
Good. Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody is as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reed.
I just realized this was during a different time.
What's going on between you and Nurse Hawkins?
Pippa's tired. Tired of all this shit. Tired of all those corpses piling up. She's as depressed as I am.
During the war, I witnessed a few couples just like you come together in difficult circumstances. It can be very damaging.
Maybe you're right. But we support each other. And that's all that matters.
You do realize you could both get fired. Hospital staff are not meant to have intimate relationships with one another.
Come on, Dr. Reed. Do you know how many rules are broken in this hospital every day just to keep it running? There's nothing wrong with what we're doing.
I agree.
Why do you have such a mediocre reputation among your colleagues, Milton?
Fuck them. Nobody knows the horrors I've seen since working here. This city was sick long before the epidemic, Dr. Reed.
I know it's a difficult task, but correct me if I'm wrong. Is this not the job you are paid to do?
I've seen babies left to die while their brothers were properly fed. Underage girls and boys sold to all manner of perverts.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, exactly. We lack words. So excuse me if I don't look on the bright side of life.
Okay, I understand, Milton.
Goodbye, Milton.
Where's Miss Brown?
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Tell me what Dr. Tippett did. I know his mistake caused a patient's death.
If I had not covered up his error, Dr. Tippett would have been fired from this hospital. I could not let that happen.
You can't allow your emotions to dictate your conduct concerning patients, Nurse Brannigan.
Look around you, Dr. Reed. Do you really think we can afford to lose a brilliant practitioner like Dr. Tippett's in our situation?
Perhaps you did it with the best intentions, Nurse Brannigan, but you took a great risk. Must I remind you that a man died?
You mean you've never made a mistake? Never covered your tracks? Come on, Doctor. I wasn't born yesterday.
The harder they fall.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance. Good evening, Mr. Cox.
Dr. Reed. Still working at night, I see. I like that.
And why is that?
People who don't sleep at night always seem more alive to me. More interesting, one way or another.
Okay.
Do you ever think about that poor fellow I saw you push in the water?
The wound he gave me will make sure I don't forget him. Still fucking hurts. Boss had cut me good.
That man was determined to murder you. You almost died.
What a surprise. The first time I met him, he nearly shit himself. Fucking coward. I guess revenge gives you balls.
What did he want? Revenge?
I recently had to kill his brother. Poor arsehole thought it would be easy to return the favor.
I recently had to kill his brother, bro.
You're a monster, Mr. Cox. An ungrateful and disgusting man.
I'm the toughest bastard you'll ever meet, Dr. Reed. And I don't give a fuck what you think of me.
How is your hospitalization going, Mr. Cox?
This is a shitty place with shitty staff. But as long as I'm treated all right, I'll be fine.
What's wrong with the Pembroke staff?
That bastard you sent to bring me here, Milton. I thought he was going to break all my bones before I reached my bed.
I see. Any other smart comments?
The nurses aren't too ugly. Especially that foxy one, Nurse Crane. Pretty brunette, tough attitude, all like that.
What's wrong with the hospital?
Come on, Dr. Reed. The place is a dump. Smelly, sad, and dirty.
But you're alive thanks to the efforts and dedication of the staff here, aren't you?
What are you expecting, a medal? I thought that saving lives was just part of the job. Must be an unsatisfactory profession at this time, I'm sure.
How long do you think you can escape the law, Clay?
I know this city like the back of my hand, Doc. I know its streets, who to pay, who to avoid, and who to bully. I won't get caught.
The police may be slow, but they will find you eventually.
Well, how come you didn't turn me in then? Nah, Doc, I figure you have something to hide so you can't ask the coppers for help.
The hint failed.
How long do you think you can escape the law, Clay?
I know this city like the back of my hand, Doc. I know its streets, who to pay, who to avoid, and who to bully. I won't get caught.
The police may be slow, but they will find you eventually.
Well, how come you didn't turn me in then? Nah, Doc, I figure you have something to hide so you
So I can't
ask the
choose
coppers for
another.
help.
I can't choose another one. Wow, okay. I don't even want to heal him right now.
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
Where's Tippets? I'm tired of your shit, Clay. What the fuck did you do? All the bloody docs are gossiping about how my husband has just got that stupid kid. How many times did I tell you to count to 20 before drawing your blade? How can we expect to do proper business and have people obey if you keep on killing everyone who dares cross you? Now rumor says some blokes from Dead's family are looking for you. And one of them even swore to kill you. Don't come home tonight. I've seen strange men patrolling the streets. They may be some commie militia or something like that, sent to arrest you. Go to a safe place for a few days. Maybe go to the hospital or Whitechapel. Make yourself useful for once by checking if any businesses could be settled over there. Business could be settled over there. When the situation is calmer, I'll send a wet boot boy so that you know to come back. Edwina. I'm tired of your shit, Clay. I feel it. Unfinished letter, long letter. Oh my gosh, this is a long letter. Hello, sis. How are things in the big city? Here in Brown, things are not so good. It seems the flu is here again. And we have many new cases of infection. Lucy, Paul, mom and dad. Sister, okay. Alright. What? Hey.
Hey, Doc.
About your wife.
What can you tell me about your marriage, Clay?
Marriage is the sweetest cage, they say. Well, I found myself locked in one with a wild animal.
You mean your wife keeps you on your toes?
No, I mean, we both have claws and we both love to bite.
Am I right to assume your wife's letter pissed you off, Clay?
I was so mad, I threw away the knife she got me when we got married.
Your wife gave you a knife as a wedding present.
That knife has always been my lucky charm. If I'd had it in my hand when I got stabbed on that pier, I'd not have been wounded.
Do you want it back?
I don't need it here, but if you'd be kind enough to bring it to me, I'd be really grateful.
A grateful Clay Cox? I might just find your knife and bring it back to you to see that happen.
I can give you directions, but I'll be surprised if you manage to find it. My hideout isn't meant to be found easily.
A lucky charm? I never would have taken you as the superstitious type.
We all have our flaws, Doc. Mine's to have my weapon of choice for when the really dirty business comes around.
Alright, appreciate it.
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
Hey, Corcoran.
Good evening, Dr. Tippett.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
Unfortunately.
No! Corcoran, I want you to tell me about Mr. Connor. How did he die? What happened?
He was my patient. He died because of my mistake. That's the blunt truth.
Okay.
What was the nature of the mistake?
It was a twofold error. My diagnosis was wrong, and the administered dosage was too strong.
Who was this patient?
I don't know. Some sick man from the docks, maybe a fisherman. I had no time to talk with him. No one claimed a body.
Why not stop practicing?
Are you mad? I killed that man, I admit it, and it won't happen again. I have saved so many lives since then.
Do I want to cover for him?
I will cover for you, Dr. Tippett, by keeping what happened to Mr. Connor to myself.
I don't know what to say, actually. I can't exactly force you to become my accomplice.
You didn't force me. This is my decision to make. I believe you're still of use to the hospital, considering the situation.
Then I can make you this promise. As soon as the epidemic is eradicated, I will resign.
Thank you.
What will you do after your resignation? Do you have a plan?
I always fancied visiting Cyprus. Such a beautiful island. I could buy a house there by the sea, read poetry, and wait for death.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
Pippa,
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
you would be so shocked to see what I found.
Pepper, are you sure you want to leave this hospital?
To become a nurse was a little girl's dream. But in the end, I don't feel that useful. I want more. I want to make things change.
You should be proud of what you've achieved. This hospital represents hope for many people in need of help.
Maybe you're right. But at the moment, I feel like we're just a cemetery waiting room.
What steps are you prepared to take to feel more useful?
I don't know yet. My sister believes that the real fight is in the streets nowadays. Maybe she's right. Maybe this is what I must do.
And what about Milton Hooks? Does he share your point of view?
For Milton, any change means more comfort and more peace. I disagree.
I disagree.
If you feel that saving lives is not useful enough, perhaps it means that you've lost faith.
On the contrary, my faith has never been stronger. Maybe we are all just too proud to face up to the fact that science cannot compete with God.
Okay.
Pepper, I know you're very close to Milton Hooks.
Yes, Milton Hooks is my man. If you want to report me for that, just feel free, Doctor.
I
You
have
reported.
no intention of reporting you, Nurse
Just
Hawkins.
kidding.
But are you aware of the risks?
The rules say I won't be allowed to work as a nurse anymore. But here at the Pembroke, we break rules all the time.
Is he worth the risk?
Hey, I'm no perfect woman, and Milton is not the finest bloke. But we do our best to get by. That's all any of us can hope for nowadays.
Alright. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Now, where is Dorothy?
I will not let you down, my boy.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good
I wasn't
evening,
trying
Dr.
to-
Reed. Any news about my operation?
Oh, goodbye.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Helen. As for me,
Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
Finally?
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now, this patient here needs immediate treatment.
Duty calls? When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you've finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
So many deaths.
Hey.
Still coming.
Hey. hey, sit down.
Be sure we're making a difference.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
Can I just
Goodbye,
talk to your
Mrs.
son?
Goswick.
Hey, boy.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
Recovering.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Hesitate at all.
Doctor.
Sweet girl.
It's gone.
From her.
Don't waste your time with me.
You always knew the words to calm the children. Ellen, as for me,
There's no way. Okay. Okay, I guess I'll go complete the mission. Dr. Swansea.
Please, Jonathan, come in. Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This... Must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea, but my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
It may seem strange, but your words have brought me some comfort here.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
There is no need to apologize, Edgar. You offered me sanctuary when I had none.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit.
And she
Her
would like you
ladyship
to
is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
Impossibly delicate. That seems dangerous. Okay, we're definitely... Bro, that was putting me to sleep. And I was like, low-key dreamy, like in that short amount of time. How this game, like that I did something right. Investigation succeeded.
The patients are not. The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough.
And she drinks his blood.
Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet lady of mercy.
He's dead.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a the lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
Apologies. You've taken me by surprise. I'm very happy to see you.
The pleasure is mine, Doctor.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Have any of the patients given you trouble?
These poor souls have so little left to live for. I do my best to ease their pain.
The world would be a better place if it were cared for by women like you.
You make me blush. I am simply a necessary evil.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
Is it true?
Now aren't you the blunt one?
Excuse my impertinence, your ladyship. This is not an interrogation. I assure you that this line of questioning is in your best interest.
In all honesty, I'm not simply a patron to the hospital. My visits serve a dual purpose. Dr. Swansea has been treating my condition with a revolutionary technique of blood transfusion. It seems you are a specialist in the domain.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
Oh, he's healthy.
Damn disgust on every street corner.
What? What? What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Shut up.
Please, calm down, madam. I assure you that I am highly qualified. I'm just back from war duty.
But I am highly
How brave.
qualified.
Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse, or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
If I didn't know better, Miss Jones, I'd be inclined to say you enjoy this type of idle gossip.
God's honest truth, Doctor. It's just the way it is here. Most of these bitches would let you freeze to death before getting you a blanket.
You seem to know more about the goings-on here than anyone else. Beware, Miss Jones, in case suspicion should fall on you.
That's it. Blame the old and infirm. I see those little bitches' greedy little eyes. Just waiting for me to pop off they are.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round. The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them.
The pain. It's here again.
This is no time for suffering. It is the last thing.
Why that guy all the way down here where Clay was?
Please, sir. I need help bad.
What's going on?
I'm Blight, sir. Newton Blight. I've lost my mate. Can't find him anywhere.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed from the Pembroke Hospital. Please, calm down and give me more details.
Oswald and myself were both infantry, sir. We were en route for the hospital, but Well, we had a disagreement. And Oswald ran off towards the canal.
How long have you been searching for him?
I can't go there. Too many rats by the water. Fucking rats. Can't stand them since the war, sir. Can't stand them at all.
Don't be ashamed, Mr. Blight. Many soldiers who survived the trenches suffer from musophobia. I'll see what I can do for your friend. What can you tell me about yourself?
I'm Oswald's best friend. We served in the same regiment, sir. We've taken care of each other since we came back from the front.
This is a dangerous part of town. What are you doing here?
We were looking for the Pembroke Hospital. We both need help. Treatment, I mean. To get some sleep. Just need to feel better, sir.
Where was your friend the last time you saw him?
He went down by the canal. He didn't want to go to the hospital. I think he went to the sewers on purpose. So I couldn't go after him.
What can you tell me about your friend?
His name is Oswald Thatcher. We survived the war together. Oswald is nervous and quite fragile since we came back from the war.
I have all the information I need for now. If I find anything out about your friend, I'll let you know as soon as I can.
Thank you, Dr. Reed.
I think that was Dorothy on the boat.
Is this supposed to be enough?
Suspicious.
Don't worry, we're safe.
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
We're at the fall again. That's like such an Assassin's Creed scene. Like it just like follows, it moves on to the assassin. And it stops behind him. Popular series. Oh, that person is dead.
He's locked the door behind him. I need to find another way to follow him. This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
What the heck? My God. Yeah, being able to level up the or get blood for the vampires is so OP. Who are you?
Are you injured, sir?
Help me get out of here. I need to get out.
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd be glad to help you, but you must calm down first. Please, take a deep breath and tell me your name.
Okay. Okay, I'm Oswald Thatcher. Please, I need to get out.
Mr. Thatcher, your friend Newton sent me to help you. Do you remember him?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Good. Now leave this place and enjoy the cool night air. It's quite invigorating. I'm sure you'll feel better if you do. Are you sure you're all right, sir?
Right.
Yes. Yes, I'll be. As soon as I can see the sky again.
Now it makes sense why he wasn't dying in there around. Dang, you could just miss that, like. Bro, this is just the area boss fight.
What sort of creature is this?
What? Oh, he's dead.
What sort of creature is this?
There's like no feedback when you get hit, and it's like a weird feeling. Like, the controller doesn't vibrate or anything, so it's just like you get hit, you don't even realize it. But I don't have it. Yeah. Oh well.
What sort of creature is this?
Okay, the stun on this is pretty OP. Yeah, the stun on this thing is OP. This was the right weapon.
Here's what's left of him. Not a lot to check, but I should anyway.
If you are sick, if you have no money, whoever you are, wherever you're from, come see Dorothy to get help. No tricks, no charges, no questions asked. Just find Darius Petrescu's house and present his coupon. I don't know how to read that, I'm sorry. But we're not reading that.
Some voucher for a free checkup in Whitechapel. What is Nurse Crane up to? I really must find her.
I was gonna say, are there any more rats, but I see another one. Eat 10 rats. I just got an achievement for eating 10 rats. See, that's what I like about Steam that I don't have on Epic Games. Is that I could literally... I get achievements, right? In Epic Games, not all the games have achievements. Is that somebody standing over there? Can you see that? Like obviously. Oh, it wasn't anybody. We could defeat this guy again. Yeah, this weapon is my favorite weapon so far because it stuns them. And stunning them is OP. Wait a second. Low. Aluminum powder, aluminum shard. I'm gonna end the stream soon here. Just okay, it's been unlocked. Okay, I was about to say there's no way it's locked. Just because I need to work out. I need to hit my my exercise bike. And I work in the morning. It's 12 o'clock. So it's another short stream. We didn't really get a lot done. Chapel. Where's my window? Is this the hospital stuff? Oh no, this is where those freaking scowls were on. I do feel a lot better at this game having that weapon that stuns. But I'm gonna go to sleep in this game and then work out IRL. I wonder what it'd be like to actually like show her that I'm a vampire, you know? That girl. Forgot her name. Bottle of cheap gin. Oh my god. Got codeine. Used Hacksaw. Wait, wait. Used Hacksaw. Used Hacksaw. It's weak. Used machete. You hit that auto save. I think that was auto save right there. Because why not? Explosion has increased range and damage, or will pull in a single place. All targets within this area are struck constantly by slithers of darkness. This 2000 as well. Increase your life regeneration when using fighting combat. I gotta get used to doing confirm and not back.
The following night.
Is it not? Is that? Wait, what the freak? There's a headache. Headache treatment. Anemia. Wait, is this Dorothy? She's a pillar of this community? Or is she right here? Isn't she from one? There's Sean. Dyson. These are unknown districts. Nice. I like Dr. Swansea. I really do. Alright. Well, thank you for everybody who joined the stream, chatted, followed, lurked. I appreciate it. I am going to be ending stream right now. 2 hours, 45 minutes in, pretty much. I know back-to-back short streams with this Vampyr game. It's a pretty cool game, pretty interesting. I am going to continue playing it and streaming it. But for now, I gotta get off. I gotta work out, ride my exercise bike for a little bit, and I gotta get some sleep for work tomorrow. So I should be live again tomorrow after work. It is Friday, so I should be able to stay up a little bit longer since I don't have work on Saturday or Sunday. But we'll get to that when we get to that. So again, thank you guys for watching, following, commenting, chatting with me, or just lurking. I appreciate it all. And if you're watching the VOD and you made it this far, that's amazing. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. I will see you guys in the next stream. Goodbye. Good night, good morning, good day, wherever you're at. I just hope you have a fantastic day. Goodbye again.